Hey guys. Okay, so I was doing a daily commission for Anna. We were escorting a transport balloon and then suddenly Bennett showed up and it suddenly started raining as well. So let's see what this is about. Visual is also with him. Not mind tendering retribution spares not any evildoers. Oh, it's Visual and Bennett. Hello there. Oh, it's you, Anna, and the traveler too. Are you on a commission? You have arrived. Oh, you are who are blessed by the princess, and surely were you led here by the weft of fate. Main Fräulein wishes to say that she's pleased to have met you by chance. I am accompanying Anna on her commission. That's right. The traveler and I were just escorting this transport balloon. But all of a sudden, a whole bunch of treasure hoarders came charging at us. I'm terribly sorry about that. That was my fault. Official and I accepted a commission to investigate the whereabouts of a certain band of treasure hoarders. Oz managed to catch their trail and we were about to capture them, and then I tripped over a branch and fell over. The noise startled those treasure hoarders who turned and fled. We had no choice but to keep chasing them. There was never any reason to fret. The violet light of conviction was ever fated to sever the destinies of those foul rogues. But main Fräulein, was it not the traveler who ultimately apprehended them? Well, anyway, thanks for your help this time. It really was fortunate that you were there to bar their path. It looks like my luck's pretty good today, huh? Glad I could help. Well then, guess we'll haul this treasure hoarders back to the guild. Be careful now and don't forget to watch your step. Shouldn't that be advice on you, Bennett? Bennett's as reliable as ever, I see. And Fischl, her words are impressive as ever. What's your impression of Bennett so far? My impression of him? When I first joined the guild, he answered a lot of my questions and gave me a lot of assistance. But I've heard that he has especially bad luck. That's just not fair. He's such a nice person. Well, guess we finished this commission either way. Thank you, Traveler. I'm going to report back to the guild now. Jill, why did I get transport balloon escort a few days in a row? Doesn't the guild have any other commissions? Okay, so that was an unexpected run-in with Bennett and Fischl on a daily commission. And this was the last one too. Anyways, let me just report to the guild now. That was so unexpected.
Ah, perfect weather for fishing. The sound of the rain scares them away, but once it stops, they're yours for the taking.
Wait, you like fishing too, child?
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing.
That was unexpected.
Ad Astra Abyss.
But then again, the way he the way he would say about the fishing thing. Oh, since we're here already, let's go. Oh no, I still have one more. Wait, Catherine, I have one more. Anyways, that's it for that. In the meantime, since we're here already, let's go to Hoot House dinner. Wait until the following night. So let's adjust the time. At 19.
It's the place with a really long wait list. As expected of the parlor director, always so generous. Come on, let's go!
Now, where is my lantern? Right? Oh, right here we go. Let's go to that dinner. It was so unexpected, and because of that, I get to attend the dinner party. And it's a good thing it's also night. Alright, because it is set at night. Alright, let's go.
Oh, so that's how it is. Thanks for the suggestions, Mr. Zhongli. I have them all noted down.
I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things old and new, Mr. Zhongli, but I never knew that you were well versed in the art of cooking, too. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
Well, he is friends with the god of cooking.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people. There are many things I could learn from you.
Oh, you flatter us. If it's possible, may I trouble you to provide a few words of guidance for my practices in exorcism?
That would be a good idea because Zhongli is, as you know, the Gale Lord. He's also adept at, well, the Adepti arts. So
Exorcism?
yeah.
I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by discussing...
Whoa, there's so many people here. All we knew was that Hotel invited Zhongli over. Paimon never thought we'd be meeting so many old friends. Happy Lantern Rite, everyone!
Happy Lantern Rite.
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Happy Lantern Rite! Are you having fun?
I've become musically cultured.
Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform before, but this is the first time I've watched something like this. I heard that the audience loved it too, and she's been receiving quite a lot of performance invitations lately. She's more busy than ever, and Yoonjin's gonna help her.
That's very good.
Yep, and they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone. They hope we'll have a wonderful gathering.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However, it gave Xiangling a huge burst of inspiration, which in turn gave us a bit of a headache.
The pyrotechnics. The pyrotechnics.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me.
Xingqiu always love watching Zhongyu suffer.
Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Chongyun with eating my share too.
This sneaky brat.
Hold on, Xiangling came up with a new recipe? Let Paimon try!
Oh. Well, Paimon's stomach is very, very strong.
See? Someone here knows how to encourage people. Thanks, Paimon. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli, too. He gave me lots of useful pointers that really drove it home for me. Oh, so that's what you were talking about before we arrived.
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation naturally revolved around cooking. Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. Her choices in both ingredients and spices are comparable to a melody dancing on the tongue. My suggestions were nothing more than the icing on the cake.
Oh, Oh, the two of you always deliver. Now I'm getting embarrassed. Anyway, I'll get everyone to have a taste after I've adjusted the recipe based on Mr. Zhongli's advice.
That sounds like it might become a little safer to eat.
How about I sample the dishes next time?
Xingqiu. Now that it's a safe dish to eat, he'll eat first.
Speaking of eating, Paimon feels like we're missing someone.
Yeah, where is the host, Hu Tao?
Oh, Huta was the one who invited us, but she's not here. And where's Guoba? Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the restaurant. You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba helping out, I probably wouldn't have had the time to accept Hu Tao's invitation. As for Hu Tao...
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me to stay here and host you for the time being.
And I already have an idea who that guest is. Although I didn't see him in the entire of the Lantern, right? I wonder where he was.
Seems like it's almost time.
Huh? Hu Tao went to fetch someone in person? Oh, that must mean they are super important. Could it be Keqing, Ningguang, or Captain Beidou?
Nah, Keqing, Ningguang, and Captain Beidou are both having their own party.
She didn't clarify. And as her subordinate, I couldn't just pry into the details, could I?
Suddenly, the door to Rose bursts open as if struck by a hurricane.
We're here! Oh, we're not late to the party, right? Right?
Of course, there's no way we could eat without the host of the banquet.
Good thing the conqueror of demons and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
Yo! I wonder how Hu Tao managed to convince Xiao to come. The surprises in their faces.
I see. So the important guest is the conqueror of demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
Zhongli getting the head of time in order to stop Xiao from greeting him as Rex Lapis.
The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals, but also the protector of Leo's peace, Adeptus Alatus.
Although I pretty much doubt that most people know of Xiao's name as Alatus,
To convene here with all of you is indeed a great honor.
Awkward. I wonder if Hu Tao did that intentionally.
It's almost Lantern Rite. Yet you took all the trouble coming here.
Oh, so Zhongli went visiting all of the Adeptus. The Adepti that scattered around.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
What?
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yanxiao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
That was weird. So it went all around the place?
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang... Sir.
Junk. Slip of the tongue, Shao.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent. Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this formal. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler are pretty close, no?
We're old friends.
Great. You two sit together.
You should take a seat too, Director.
Oh, finally remembered me?
Well, you are the host.
When we arrived just now, the host at Shinyue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
Since I didn't manage to get I'll heat them. Should I go for Hu Tao instead? I mean, after all, Hu Tao's materials would be very much open, while I'll heat them, on the other hand, would be very much in hindrance until I get to finish the Archon quest at Sumeru. Maybe. I think.
Paimon would have never guessed the person who Tao went to fetch was Xiao.
Oh, that's also the first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
You know Xiao Chu?
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him.
Yeah, after all, Xiao is, he does sort of exorcism. Well, not exactly exorcism, but he vanquishes evil. In which cases, Chongyun also chases down evil spirits and does the same.
You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for many generations, dispelling evil together, both in the open and from the shadows. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him. Conqueror of Demons, I'm honored to make your acquaintance. Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Chongyun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past.
So they haven't actually seen him?
I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
Wanting him to understand the importance of exorcism. You're telling that to Xiao.
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off.
Yeah, because we called for Xiao.
I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Lantern Rite.
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Shangli and Chongyun's friend. The pleasure is all mine.
Whoa, everyone's getting all formal and polite all of a sudden. Paimon doesn't know what she should say anymore. Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons, please accept Paimon's greetings too. Belated Happy Lantern Rite.
Belated isn't the right word to use here. Yeah, I mean, it is still the lantern, right?
Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon!
There's no need to be so polite.
What?
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. Too much formality kills the atmosphere.
I bet Hu Tao brought Xiao over to make probably Xiao or Zhongli uncomfortable and awkward towards each other.
I didn't
Probably.
plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on eggshells. Hiya.
What's your true intention then?
Yes, tell us your true intention. It is to make all of us uncomfortable. Awkward, I mean.
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past and embracing the present with joy. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
Indeed. Exceptional acting skills, Director.
Zhongli caught on.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good. We all worked really hard this year, whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, exorcising evil spirits, or conquering demons. And of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then. Everyone has done some pretty amazing things. As the one who brought everyone together, it goes without saying that I'm the one most deserving of praise.
Sounds kind of self-important, but Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk Xiao into coming. He rarely ever enters Liyue Harbor after all.
I'm curious about how she did it. Probably has something to do with
It
Zhongli.
wasn't as complicated as you think.
Oh, are you going to tell us? Not long ago, Wang Shu in again. Right? why is the loading so long?
Okay, gotcha. Thanks, boss lady.
She also went to Wang Shu in.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn, hero of Dihua Marsh. I know you're there.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Is there something you need?
And that's it?
That does sound like one of Hu Tao's antics.
Did the Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
No. It's because of Hu Tao's connection to Zhongli.
There might be other reasons.
Smart guess.
Huh? There's more to it?
It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past relationships with the guardian yakshas. You know, just to be sociable.
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape from the torment of the plague, nor could they escape death. The Adepti vanquished the demons, the Millelith fought valiantly, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was responsible for purifying the diseased and sending off the spirits of the dead. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented further incidents from happening.
That's right. 1 point for the consultant. But despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince him.
Was he worried about his karma?
You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with elemental power. Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we dine together. There won't be any lasting consequences.
But I didn't expect there to be so many people.
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. We're not feeling anything unusual so far. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Xingqiu doesn't like carrots.
Huh? What?
I'm siding with Chongyun. I I saw that too.
Oh. Sneaky Xiongyin. I mean, Xingqiu.
You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with their food. If he'd seen that, he'd definitely make you eat all your carrots.
Huh?
The
Guoba
god
would
of
do that?
stove.
Is he that uncompromising?
He is,
Now
after
that I
all, the
think
god
of
of
it,
stove.
Xianglin told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
Yeah, the stove god.
It sounds like you've heard the rumors.
You seem pretty quiet today. Is everything okay? Not used to being around so many people?
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend.
Who?
Thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before.
That's good to hear. Give everything you don't eat to Paimon. An old
You should know
friend?
him. He's...
Huh? The wind? Wait. Is that really Betty whooshing whooshing?
Seeds of story, brought by the wind.
And cultivated by time. Did Paimon just unconsciously complete that saying? That voice. Could it be?
It must be.
If I'm not mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in.
No such need. I'm coming in.
It's Venti. The door to her restaurant gets blown open by a gust of wind again.
You finally let me in.
Actually, you let yourself in.
Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new. Happy Lantern Rite.
Venti came to Liyue.
Oh, it's the tone deaf bard.
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends. Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery.
This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here. Whoa, these dishes look amazing. Is it really okay for me to join in? All right, I'm digging in.
You already let yourself in, though, so might as well.
Huh, it's you. Oh, isn't this Genu?
Oh, yeah. That's right, they did meet at Inazuma.
Genu?
Now he's gonna give Shincho's pen name away.
Yep. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Genu's works, aren't you? I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner.
Nice save there, Venti.
I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genu's new novel as thoroughly as I could. Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
He's my old pal, too.
Yeah! Xiao, you remember me too, right? We had a chat not long ago.
Yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern Rite. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago when I happened to run into this...
Archon.
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, remember? And bards go around singing wherever they like.
Oh, he didn't. Oh, so that Xiao didn't know how to address Venti. Because, yeah, there's no way he could tell that Venti is actually Barbados.
Oh, right. and this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh. It was a moving melody, and it made me feel relaxed and at ease. I couldn't help but stay and listen.
Thank you for your patronage.
So that's how it was. I see. Yeah, let's just play ignorant.
I understand now, too. I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
Of course, you two have to introduce your new identities to each other.
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
I really did think that Huta was an idea.
That's very considerate of you.
Oh? No wonder. Only a boss as savvy and reliable as you would be able to hire such an impressive consultant.
What is this atmosphere?
Oh, you're too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know. From the sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise.
That was a jab. Huta was making a jab at Zhongli.
Shao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
There's no way Shao would.
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
Really?
Shh, Paimon. What is up? Are you really being stupid right now? Are you really playing dumb, Paimon? Or is it really true?
But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable.
Paimon, play along.
Huh? oh, right! Xiao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's, pretty normal for him to not know anything. Yeah.
Really? I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before. The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most complex name.
Yeah. The time that we were bartending at Deluxe bar. Remember that? Bartending classes 101. Zhongli came. So Zhongli actually came, but he didn't meet up with Venti. I thought that he would have at least say hello to Venti before he left.
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician like yourself in Mondstadt.
These two are jabbing at each other now.
I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him as the best bard in Mondstadt.
Now you're making me embarrassed. I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill sometimes. There's one I heard a while back that went, "The old house is renewed, welcoming the spring breeze, awakening old memories." The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct lack of literary flair.
I think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up. If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine.
Because their hats are full, have flowers on it.
Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice ring to it.
You have great taste, Venti. I was right about you. Let's shake hands.
Of course, of course.
Hey, Shincho! Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written ones.
Because Shen couldn't couldn't get couldn't get up with them, Xiangling.
I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
Yeah, couldn't keep up with them too.
I don't think it's your fault.
We're all the three of you are ignorant of what's going on. Don't mind it.
Chongyun's right. It's not our fault.
Paimon, watch and learn from Hutao and Venti. This will come in handy for your ugly nicknames.
Oh, you have a point.
Oh, the two of them rhyming, that is actually a jab at Zhongli and Xiao. So that's the reason why the two of them were like, hum.
But speaking of, why is the tone deaf bard here? Are you here to take part in Lantern Rite too?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern Rite music festival this year. As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look? Or listen.
But that was just last minute. How in the world have you... Of course, it's the wind.
Getting to know other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think?
Yeah, exactly, either. But the music festival wasn't planned beforehand.
As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate the other day.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew that Venti was the one who directed the Dvorak towards Liyue.
The Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so I had to congratulate him.
Thank you. You must feel very grateful.
Don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered Shinyue kiosk, but no one seemed to notice me.
Well, I didn't actually see you, and it's kind of hard to miss you out. After all, your clothes are exactly eye-catching.
Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, Liyue Harbor becomes bustling with activity. People are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. It is rather difficult to predict another's whereabouts. The festival is in full swing and proceeding smoothly, and we're all gathered here with friends, new and old. This is no doubt a wonderful occasion worth celebrating. To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year, one can't help but be filled with joy. In a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. That was exactly what I wanted to say.
Wait. Why did Xiao suddenly wanted to interrupt Zhongli?
Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. I didn't cause you too much trouble barging in like that, did I? We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt, but since Mr. Zhongli insists on drinking tea, I'll give a toast with tea too. Everyone, thanks for the treat.
Yeah, we can't have you revealing anything when you're drunk.
You're welcome. As the host of this gathering, I hope everyone enjoys the food and drinks. May this year be better than the last. Considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later, sticking to tea seems like a good idea.
What's the matter?
All of a sudden, they started proposing Should we?
Xiao,
What's with the urgency?
are you done eating? Wanna head out for a walk? I ate too much. Could you come take a walk with me?
Sure.
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal. Helps with digestion.
But wait, what was wrong with Xiao? I don't get it.
Paimon will come too.
You're still hungry, right?
Yeah?
Don't worry, we'll be back soon.
Okay then. Don't forget to come back.
Okay, but first.
It seems like our new friend is an expert in wine.
I deserve no such praise. I only drink for fun. It's nothing compared to your expertise. I'm glad we're only having tea today. What if I got drunk and said something nonsensical? I'd surely become an object of ridicule to someone I've just met.
It really was that.
No such thing. I wouldn't dare disrespect the director's guest.
Okay, but
Did you talk about anything interesting before we started the meal? Anything fun I missed out on?
Oh, we were talking about cooking. Mr. Zhongli told us that he went on a trip to Xiaoyang Village the other day and got a hold of some uncommon ingredients. Tea seed oil and sesame oil. He suggested I try using those in my new dishes.
Oh, no wonder he left his post for so long that day. Those ingredients would be difficult for anyone else to find. I guess I'll need his help next time as well.
but he failed in getting you the sesame oil though.
About you and Venti. Could he be a partner in your family business?
No, they only met at Inazuma.
That's right. You know how my family is. A lot of business secrets can't just be divulged at the dinner table.
Oh, so that's what.
Ah, just as I thought.
Oh, so Chongyun did find something strange. But I guess Chongyun doesn't also know that Jincho is Zangyun. What about Paimon? What do you have to say?
Not to leave Paimon here alone. To be honest, Paimon's worried about saying the wrong thing.
Anyway.
Let's depart. You go ahead.
Alright, let's take a walk with Xiao. I wonder what was wrong with Xiao.
Are you all right?
I should be the one asking you that.
It's hard to describe.
Unfamiliar with gatherings like this?
It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. Even I got dragged along to their gatherings many times.
Ah, yeah. I mean, Cloud Retainer and Madam Ping we just heard about their history after all.
The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they say is straight from the heart. It never gets too complicated. But this time...
I understand it's all Zhongli's fault. I understand it's all Venti's fault.
No. I didn't mean that.
Of course, we can't say it's Zhongli's fault. He might get a little bit down on us, you know.
So you know his true identity. I'll get straight to the point then. The Animo Archon is a free spirit, and his temperament is as carefree as the music he plays on the flute. It's easy for a god like him to live in harmony with humans. And that's something I might never be able to do.
You do you. You don't have to be like them.
That does sound like something you would say.
Yeah, I mean... Well... You do get along with the owners of the Wangshu Inn.
No matter. I know my circumstances.
Oh, I get it. It's because of the karma.
Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels strangely novel.
Strange in a good way?
Yes. The parlor director went out of her way with the invitation, so it was difficult to turn her down. I had made mental preparations before agreeing to come. She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power, and I knew that you would be here. But I didn't expect the other guests to be...
No one would have guessed.
General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. Perhaps that's what I should do with what I'm feeling now.
General Capisis. I know that's not the four-armed Yaksha, who got trapped at the underground, you know. So it's gotta be the Geo Yaksha. It can't be the other two girls too. It's probably.
But I think he meant designing clothes for those around him.
Oh, so it really was him. The Geo Yaksha.
The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him.
Yeah, Bosacius is the one who got trapped at the underneath the mine.
Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears now was also designed by General Capisis himself.
Oh. So that kind of outfit was in fashion since a long time ago? Really? I thought it would have been a bit more traditional, though.
I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Oh, here you are. I'm not intruding, right?
No, it's okay.
What is it?
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff to bring out the desserts. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching.
But not so anxious that she can't eat. I was like, she'll be okay.
To be honest, I was kind of worried too.
Why?
You looked a little restless just now, and I thought you weren't used to the food here and was planning to head back to Wangshu Inn for something Yan Xiao made.
Oh.
You're worrying too much.
Xiao, don't pull any lemniscatic wind cyclings on us.
Why would I?
Saying this skill name.
Anyway, let's head back.
Please wait. There's another reason why I came looking for you. Here, take these. I brought them for you.
Almond tofu?
Yup. Since the Masterful Chef's competition, you could say that Yan Xiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I visit him at Wangshu Inn sometimes to discuss our cooking. I heard him
so
say
that's
that the
right.
esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good plate of almond tofu, so I learned a thing or two about the dish from him. I'll be honest, before Hu Tao invited everyone, she secretly came looking for me, told me about the guests she planned to invite, and asked me for some suggestions on what she should order. So I made a few servings of almond tofu for you guys in advance. Take them as a token of gratitude for your support. When I told
Oh.
Guoba that I was making these for you, he started eagerly running around the kitchen and helping a lot too.
Even though Goba has uh declined in his godly status, he still remembers Shao at least. That's good.
Thank
Thank
you
you,
for the
Shangli
trouble.
and Goba.
There was no need to.
Ahem.
I'll take them. Thank you. And Guoba too.
That signaling.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the type Yanxiao cooks. Please let me know if there's any improvements I should make.
Okay.
That's all. Alrighty, we should head back now. We can't keep Paimon waiting.
Alright, let's go back in. Alright, I just remembered the underground mine's named Chasm. Chasm. Chasm.
You're finally done whispering secrets to each other?
Simon. Just a minute. Where were we? Okay.
So much for promising Paimon you'll be back soon.
We were pretty quick. You're only angry because you have no sense of time. She has no sense of time?
How could you say that to Paimon? In that case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense of fullness looks like.
Why are you so angry?
Your dessert is all Paimon's.
Gluten.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
Is she really that upset that I left her there?
No worries, we're all just chatting here. There's no serious business to take care of.
She probably got so much anxious ever since the samsara dream thing. She probably got traumatized because of that. Poor Paimon.
Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Strive to be more like Hu Tao, Paimon.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk to you.
But even though we're all well acquainted by now, I think this festive gathering deserves something ceremonious.
Oh? Is this some local custom?
Nope. This is something I made up so that good luck will be on our side, that's all. Spontaneity is the best choice to make here. Let's use this incense burner on the table. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense to the most distinguished guest among us all. Lighting the incense will signify continuous growth and prosperity in all our endeavors in the new year.
I see. Perfect symbolism, as expected of Hu Tao. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhongli.
Still jabbing Venti.
I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener, even for a bard who has traveled all across the world.
Not very familiar with the details of its past deeds, indeed.
If knowledge were a form of power, one could even say that you're a wielder of unlimited strength.
Venti ought to be very careful when going back to Mondstadt, otherwise he might end up getting struck by a rock from the sky. Receive the curse of the rock.
But when it comes to having a way with words, the notable bard is certainly one cut above the rest.
This too.
I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed. Since
right,
we all get to nominate someone... I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, I shouldn't be involved in this discussion at all.
Well, you had your fun, Hu-Tao. Now do the honors.
Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
Why is everyone so afraid of lighting an incense?
Is this really the way this works? I didn't cook any of these dishes.
It's not a big deal. Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition.
Wow. Those three in sync.
The only heir of the famous One Mean restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
That was the one who started this. I should started passing the job around everyone.
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square one again? Please stop! You're making me embarrassed. If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one of the largest commerce guilds in Liyue Harbor.
Don't get me involved in this.
Ooh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, we're all sure to make a huge sum of mura in the new year.
What? What is going on? It's just lighting an incense. Is it because lighting an incense has some connection with, with the departed?
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness. Which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps everyone's home safe from evil spirits.
Huh? Now you're nominating me?
Everyone's been passing it around.
I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror of Demons right here.
Oh no. It really did pass among everyone.
Adeptus Shao has the most seniority among everyone here today. We should...
I refuse.
Straightforward.
I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here.
Is it going to say
You
Zhongli?
should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations.
Oh wait, don't.
One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
And it all ended up with either.
Oh, that's right.
Wow, everyone just so...
Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people. No, wait! Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again.
I'm not the only well-connected person here, though.
Huh? Who else is there?
You, take a look in the mirror.
Huh? Huh? Does that mean Paimon's the most distinguished guest?
Yes, go ahead, Paimon. It's your time to
Well,
shine.
that was unexpected!
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need. Without a friend constantly by your side, a long journey would become dreadfully lonesome. But once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere, everything along the way will become lively and vibrant too.
Wow.
The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous. Paimon plays an indispensable role in making your journey a happy and smooth one.
The Archons are just happy to dump the job on Paimon. she doesn't seem to just to be discontent.
Paimon's not used to being praised like that.
Yes, go ahead, Paimon.
Those were genuine compliments, right?
Of course, you're the best travel companion ever.
Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but Paimon's not mad anymore.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
Tease each other all the time. Yeah, you do that to Chongyun after all.
That is indeed true.
Poor Chongyun.
That means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me.
Looks like we've come to an agreement. Any objections before we proceed?
No, no one is going to object, of course.
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon, will be refilling and lighting the incense for us. Here you go. Take the match and don't burn yourself. But if things go really wrong, here's the 2-for-1 coupon.
Envious everyone's statue applause. Paimon constantly lights the incense. You all have a relaxed heart-to-heart chat all the way until nightfall. Now that everyone's had their fill of delicious food and tea, it's time to say goodbye.
It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
The food and desserts were delicious. Thanks for the treat, Director.
Yep, the tea was amazing too.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time. Let's see. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Chongyun back home. As for the rest of the guests, I'll leave them to our consultant.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr. Zhongli. I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime.
Dvorak. Dvorak.
It was
I
great
will.
getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze begins to blow.
That means Venti is inviting all of you to come to Mondstadt next.
Bye. Oh, we should write poetry together sometime.
to make fun of people.
We'll catch you all later then. Don't forget to return to the parlor later. There's something I need you to do.
Understood. See you later.
Bye.
Well then,
Rex Lapis.
just Zhongli will do. I live as a mortal in Liu Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise and retire to rest at sundown. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Shao.
Heaven forbid.
Adeptus Shao.
Not you too.
I meant what I said. I heard that during the Lantern Rite Music Festival, you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. I take it as you've gained a lot more knowledge about the past? The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, feelings and interpretations expand in variety too. I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya. and learned a few things about her research topic.
Soraya?
From the evidence she found and the conclusion she made, her area of research is already very close to the truth.
But definitely for sure, the academia is going to bury that.
But there are multiple sides to humans and gods alike. In the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and condescending, while others were kind and capable. But whether to me, Streetward Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Xiao and Ganyu, those adepti and gods that may seem extraordinary to humans are something more akin to close companions. This was as true back then as it is right now. Just how Xiao may seem unapproachable to most, but the Traveler has proved otherwise. So there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
Zhongli, what you're saying is...
It looks like you understood what I meant. Ah.
I don't.
The director asked me to accompany you on your return, but I don't think you'll need my protection. I'll be taking a walk around and admiring the night scenery. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet up with the director. Goodbye for now.
Bye, Zhongli! Everyone's gone now. Paimon always feels a little empty inside when a lively celebration ends. But at least you always stay by Paimon's side. No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished travel guide, will always stay by your side, traveler.
I'm afraid there'll be a lot to ask of you in the future too. Most distinguished Paimon, it's my honor.
Good that you were aware of that. Shell, is there anything else you want to do? We could take you on a tour of Liyue Harbor.
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The city lights are a fine sight, but it's time for me to leave. The events of today occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your kindness.
The feeling's mutual. You don't have to thank me every time.
Okay. I'll see you next time then.
And disappeared just like that. Okay, so Venti said that he's going to be here at the harbor meeting friends. Oh, there's Yunjin and Xingyan.
Okay, now I need to get a move on and write my next song.
Listen to you. You only just fulfilled one lifetime dream. Are you really thinking about your next goal already?
Don't try to tell me you ain't the same way. I bet you've already thought up a name for your next opera, haven't you?
You know me too well, Xinyan. The Adeptus Seeking Voyage. How does that sound?
Oh, man! Yeah, I can already picture it.
I've also got just the finishing line for it. I'll close with, and the celestial melody echoed through the clouds forevermore.
Okay, so where is Venti now? Last I saw, they were up there. The girls were up there. I wonder if they would still be there. Anyways, where's Venti? Oh, that's right, I still have... Oh. Is that the Vortex? Performance going on the North Wharf. This notice is so vague. It doesn't say what the show is or who's gonna perform it. I'm in wonders for the locations, but if we can't find it, We could always ask people on the street. There's a lot of people here. Paimon also sees it. Wow, so many people are gathered there. Maybe just for show? Let's ask around. No.
Magnificent! Absolutely magnificent.
You mean this
Yes.
show?
When I heard the music coming from up in the clouds, I was so stunned I could barely think or move. I felt like it had a special kind of hold over me. Or maybe it was the adeptal power within the music. And the ensemble at the end was truly sublime. I felt like I would have started to cry if I hadn't been one of the performers on the stage.
Where's Venti? I thought that...
Magnificent! Well, Lady Ningguang, the Tianquan of the Liyue Qixing, has invited me to visit her again at Yujing Terrace to discuss a long-term collaboration plan. I do hope everything goes well and that we have more opportunities to collaborate in the future. The next time we have another performance, you'll have to come. I will save the best seat for you. Magnificent!
About the fairy lady.
I've already given her my thanks in person. This is what she said. It is only natural to lend a hand when we see someone in distress. The wonderful music you brought to Liyue is worth far more than gratitude. Truly, I felt so honored. But I've also made a decision for myself. I will strive to create even more wonderful, original music for this era. Our era.
Oh, wait. Fortune and health, peace and wealth. Hello. Is there going to be a performance here soon? Yes, there's going to be a paper play. Are you guys referring to? So this opera is called paper play. No, paper plays and Liyue operas are not the same thing. Cheating, the show is about to begin. Be quiet or you'll affect the performance. Sorry, as for the paper play, you'll know it when you see it. Honored guests will be performing Brave Beard today. Before the show, if you want to head to the restroom or grab a beverage, now's a good time. We'll wait for no one when the show begins. So this performance is actually called Brave Beard. But Paimon has never heard of this story. We can still hear you even at a whisper. Keep it down. You can talk during intermission selection. Sorry. Intermission selection. The story of the Brave Beard is quite long. In fact, it'd be too long to do it all in one go. So Yingong will let the audience pick which scene they want to see during an intermission. You see, I'm trying to listen to the play. Oh, I won't butt in anymore, I promise. So dear guest, what part of the Raven's Turtle would you like to see today? Would you like to see Mountain Bound or Worshipping Adepti? Maybe exercising demons or Ascension? As long as you can name it, I can perform it. I want to see Brave for fight monsters. He's so handsome and wins every time. You've seen Worshipping Adepti and exercising demons so many times already. Haven't you gotten tired of it? I want to see the part where the Brave Beard goes home to see his sister. The Brave Beard has a sister? How have I not heard of this? I definitely haven't seen that before. How impressive. Not many people would have crossed homecoming. After all, only the real fans know about it. Alright, just in time for Lantern Rite. We will not perform the plots featuring monsters. We shall spin a tale of how lovers end up together. There are 3 characters who shall appear in this scene. Aside from our Brave Beard, whom you familiar, of course, there is also a lonely girl named Yibing and an honest gentleman named Nan Feng. Do you understand any of this, traveler? Paimon's still confused. So this is a story about a guy called the Brave Beard, right? It looks like there's a lot of supporting characters as well. But so far, there's only one performer on stage. There's a folding screen? How's it gonna work? Hey, someone here has never seen a paper play before. Someone in the back asked how I, a lone performer, can be in different places at once to make the performance work. Well, our paper plays may not be as exquisite as Liyue operas, but we certainly have our own distinctive flavors. As you may know, the characters in Liyue operas are portrayed by real people in the flesh. The actors in our performances, however, are portrayed with paper figures pasted on silk. And Liyue operas take place on a large wooden stage. The stage for our performances, however, is but a paper screen. On a wooden shelf, our actors and stages are all made of paper. That's why we call it a paper play. I am the narrator, but I am no actor. You will meet the 3 paper actors in just a moment. Yingong, I don't think they know about the Brave either. Would it be okay if I introduced them to his story? You know, the one you always start with? That's called the establishing moment. I've always enjoyed that too. Please perform it for us, Yingong. Establishing moment, establishing moment. It is said that the sky is a limit, but the woes of the world are also limitless. There was once a man named Wang Guang, suffering from human injustice, who resorted to dwelling amongst the mountains and rivers. By chance, he became a disciple of an adeptus, changed his appearance, and grew a black beard. Thus, he is known as Bravebeard. At the behest of the adeptus, he struck down monsters and scared off demons with his sword. The Bravebeard trained for many years and finally acquired the philosophy of an adeptus. Right before he returned to the adeptal abode, he was summoned to recall the past. It turned out that he still had an attachment to the common folk society, where he had a sister at home. The poor sister Yibing was now alone and helpless. She thought that her brother had lived a miserable life and never imagined that he would return home. As to what happened next, I shall show you right away. Hey, don't just stand there, clap! Clap along. Is there a rule when we should clap? Okay. Thank you all. We are supposed to continue the show, but I can tell that these two guests are still a little perplexed. I think it would be better if I asked the two to volunteer from the audience by coming forward and assisting me in the directing scene. It will give you both a good look, and it will help the actors move forward on the stage. What do you think? Hey, why didn't you invite me? I know all about paper plates. You gotta remember to invite me. You just gotta. You have been up there too many times already. Quit making a fuss and enjoy the show. That's fine by me. Help direct the scene? That sounds so novel. It's also fine by Paimon. Then I shall ask you to prepare. As soon as you two are in position, the performance will begin. Later though, later. I'm still looking for a tone deaf card. Where is Banquet? I thought I saw someone in here. Is it the Qing and the other? Oh yeah. Ah no, it's Peachy and Baijo.
The Lantern Rite celebrations are getting better by the year. Such wonderful music.
Dr. Baiju, I've brought the herbs. Who are they for?
The singers. Performing at a music festival is very demanding. Using these herbs in good time will protect their voices from damage.
Oh, that's why you were preparing them all night.
I dared not neglect the Yuheng's request. Her messenger was quite insistent that it should take top priority. Let me double check again. This one is for...
Okay. But where is Fenty? Where did Bendy go? He said he'd be at the bar. Is he on the other side? Still waiting for a two-timing boyfriend. I really can't find Bentley. Where did he go? There's no way he would be out of.
All tasks have been handed out. How relaxing.
How can he just disappear? Oh well, in any cases, that'll be it for today's video. I'll see you guys in the next one. I very much failed to find Banquet. How did they make this float? He's really not anywhere.
Wow, so lively. This is how a festival should be.
Well, in any cases, yeah. I'll end it here. Let me see if I can still find some other characters that are here in the next